by the city attorney shortly. The members of the Liberty City Revitalization Trust appearing remotely for this meeting are myself, Tyrone Carson, Stallworth, Monique Messer, Keon Lewis, and Deronda Hodges. As appearing remotely are Executive is Elaine Black, President and CEO, and Daniel Diaz, Assistant City Attorney. Mr. Attorney, please state the purpose to the following during this meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Any person who is a lobbyist pursuant to Chapter 2, Article 6 of the City Code must register with the City Clerk and comply with related city requirements for lobbyists before appearing before the trust. A person may not lobby a city official, board member, or staff member until registering. A copy of the code section about lobbyists is available in the City Clerk's office or online at www.munico.com. In accordance with Section 2-888, written notice for this virtual meeting was provided to the City Clerk at least 7 days prior to this virtual meeting. Since this is a virtual meeting as authorized by the Governor of the State of Florida, members of the public wishing to address the body may do so by visiting www.lctmiami.org/BOD comments to submit their written comments via the online comment form. Members of the public may also call 305-250-5351 to provide comments via the dedicated Trust Public Comment voicemail. All comments submitted will be included as part of the public record for this virtual meeting and will be considered by the Trust prior to taking any action. The Trust will accommodate any speakers desiring to appear in person, subject to all applicable emergency measures in place to prevent this further spread of COVID-19. Speakers who appear in person will be subject to screenings for symptoms of COVID-19. Any persons exhibiting any symptoms of COVID-19 will not be permitted to enter the Trust office. All interested parties are required to abide by all state, county, and local emergency orders and are urged to remain at home and practice social distancing. If the proposition is being continued or rescheduled.
Hey, darling, I'd just like for you to listen and you can join by, sorry.
Sorry, no problem.
I have Ms. Messer on the line, but I'm going to mute it.
Excellent. Thank you, Ms. Black.
You. I'm sorry.
If the proposition is being continued or rescheduled, the opportunity to be heard may be at such later date before the Trust takes action on such proposition. When addressing the Trust, the member of the public must first state his or her name, his or her address, and what item will be spoken about. When the Trust takes action or votes on any proposition before it, it shall do so via a roll call vote, which shall be recorded by the President and/or Clerk and included in the record. Please silence all cell phones and other noise-making devices at this time. Any person with a disability requiring assistance, auxiliary aids, and services for this meeting may notify the City Clerk and Trust President. Please note that the Trust board members have generally been briefed by Trust staff and/or the City Attorney's Office on items on the agenda today. The Trust is using Zoom to hold its August 19, 2020 virtual meeting. Zoom is a cloud platform for video and audio conferencing, collaboration, chat, and webinars across mobile devices, desktops, telephones, and room systems. In order to ensure that the public has the ability to view the meeting, the Trust will broadcast the meeting, and the meeting can be viewed live on Miami TV, miamigov.com/TV, and on Comcast Channel 77 within the city of Miami. The broadcast will also have closed captioning. Additionally, the Trust has not selected a virtual platform that requires the public to purchase or download any additional software or equipment to watch this meeting. Aside from the Zoom platform and that the participants will be appearing remotely, the public will have no discernible difference in their ability to watch this meeting. The Trust has developed several new methods to ensure public comment for the virtual meeting. It has established 2 new options. The first new option allows the public to provide public comments via the dedicated Trust public comment voicemail by calling 305-250-5351, where the individuals will be able to leave a 2-minute message that will be played during the virtual Trust meeting. The second new option allows for the public comment via the Trust online comment form. The comments submitted through the Trust form have been distributed to the board members and Trust staff throughout the day so that the Trust board members can consider said comments before taking any action. For all of the aforementioned options, all of the comments received will be included in the public record for this meeting. For these 2 new Trust options, the Trust has also created a simple set of instructions explaining how the public may submit their comments with either option. Those instructions were provided with the notice to the public regarding this meeting. The 2 public comment options, as established and provided for this virtual Trust meeting, comply with Section 286.0114 and Section 120.54 of the Florida statutes. The Trust has published an agenda as well as included in the notice to the public pursuant to our city code and the items and topics that will be discussed at the virtual Trust meeting. Additionally, the public has been given the opportunity to provide public comment during the meeting vis-a-vis the terminal at the trust office and the online public comment form, and within reasonable proximity and time before the meeting and during the meeting via the public comment voicemail and online public comment form. Moreover, Section 286.0114, subsection 4C of the Florida statutes specifically authorizes the trust to, quote, prescribe procedures or forms for an individual to use in order to inform the board or commission of a desire to be heard, to indicate his or her support, opposition, or neutrality on a proposition, end of quote. The trust, through its public comment options, has provided different procedures and forms to indicate, among other things, an individual's support, opposition, or neutrality on the items and topics to be discussed at this virtual trust meeting. Mr. Chair, are you comfortable with all the notice provisions set forth and these uniform rules and procedures that we've established for this virtual meeting?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Hearing no objections, let us go to our agenda. I apologize. Let me get to the agenda.
Can you hear us? I can hardly hear you. Tyrone, can you hear me?
Yes, let me get to the agenda.
All right.
I need to pull it up.
Okay. Iris, can you place the agenda on the screen? And then Mark, if you would be so kind as to have a short prayer, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Can we just bow our heads? All right, Lord, we come to you today to discuss business. We thank you for a wonderful day. Thank you for providing for us. We ask that you help us make the right decisions to help better the Liberty City community in the area that we serve. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you.
Lord.
The next item on the agenda, since unfortunately it's not on the screen yet. Oh, it's on the screen now. Is the approval?
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, sorry.
Right, I have it. Please let us approve the minutes of the June 13, 2020. Have the board members had an opportunity, please, to take an opportunity to review the minutes?
The July 13th minutes?
Correct.
Yes. All right, I'll move to approve the minutes from July 13th, 2020.
Do I have a second?
Monique, will you second it? Hi, Monique. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh,
Yes, I'm here.
Monique, can you second the approval of the minutes for July 13th?
Yes, I'll second that.
Thank you so very much.
Okay, the minutes have been for July 13, 2020 have been moved and properly second. Hearing no objections. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Hearing no opposed, motion passes. Okay. Election of vice chair.
Can we table this item since we just have the same amount of board meetings that we had on the last Mr. Attorney, or do we have to?
No, we can
What was the
table it.
question?
until
I'm
the
sorry.
next meeting.
There's a motion to defer the item, a suggestion to defer the item.
Correct.
Absolutely. If it's the will of the body, absolutely, you can defer this if you'd so like.
Okay, I'd like to move to defer this the vice chair until the next meeting.
Hearing that item 4, election of the vice chair, has been recommended for a table to the next meeting. Hearing no objections, item 4 will be tabled. Item 5, approvals. A, the master plan, fiscal year 2020-21. Can we, and the FY 2021 budget.
Mr. Chair, if I may, pardon my interjection. If we can, if there are any public comments, I'm not sure if we've received any. If there are, my humble recommendation would be to take any of those public comments prior to the approval of the budget, just in case there are any that are related there too. If there's none, then by all means we can move forward with the approval or the consideration rather of these items.
We have one public comment, which I can read.
Okay.
Yes, Ms.
Um,
Black, please.
And I think the public comment is from Vivian. The Liberty City Trust, Mrs. Elaine Black and staff have an excellent customer service skills and more funding recommendations and extraordinary credit sound should be given to them. Miss Elaine Black appreciates Liberty City Trust is inspiring, unmatching, never-ending ways of assisting. I refer to our community that needs so much infant children, young adults, and formal inmates and seniors. We help and refer clients to the Liberty City Trust is a phenomenal service in our community. This is from Vivian Perkins, Vice President of the Charles Hatley Neighborhood Association, Inc. Thank you. That we received that on Tuesday, August 18th. That was the only one received.
Okay.
Hearing no other public comments. Any questions from the board? Then is it proper that we can approve them separately items, or can we approve them together? City Attorney.
I would recommend they be voted on independently, just for, ideal world clarification type of thing. That's what I would recommend.
All right. Hearing that recommendation, the board.
All right, I'd like to.
Have you had an
to make a
opportunity to review the master plan that was presented last board meeting?
Yeah. I'd like to move to approve the master plan of the fiscal year 2020-2021.
Hearing a second.
Monique? Hello?
Yes, I'll second it.
Monique will second it.
It's been moved and properly second that the Liberty City Community Revitalization Trust Master Plan for fiscal year 2020-21 has been moved and properly second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Did the aye? Aye. Did we have another aye?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Monique said aye.
Aye. All opposed? Hearing none. Motion passes. The master plan for fiscal year 2020-21 has been approved. Also, we're asking a motion for the fiscal 21 budget. Can I get someone to move that?
I move to approve the fiscal year budget for fiscal year 2021. That budget.
And I'll second it.
It's been moved and properly second. Approval of the Liberty City Community Revitalization Trust FY21 budget. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. All opposed? Hearing none. The FY21 budget has been approved. Thank you. Going to item 6. Ms. Black, could you please kindly give us your president's report?
Okay, since our last meeting on July 13th, we have been involved with several things. Number one, a very dear member of the Liberty City Trust community died, and that was Mr. Octavius Howell. He was the director for the seniors program, and we are planning a major event for him that will occur probably in the next week. We have also been in contact with the police department regarding graffiti, which has become a major problem along 7th Avenue. And we had a Zoom call that included our major, our commander, the director of code compliance, the director of NET, and several other folks. And as a result of that, and it also included the state attorney's office. So as a result of that, we will be taking legal action as it relates to graffiti, which is actually malicious mischief. Unfortunately, the evening after that event, we had that meeting on Thursday, and that Friday morning, Professor Latimer caught someone in the act, and his car was spray painted during that time. So the city manager actually wrote a letter to him apologizing, not apologizing, but saying that action will be taken. So action is going to be taken on that. This coming Saturday, the 22nd, we will be having a food giveaway at the Meek Center. And that is a combination project between the Dolphins and the Youth Center and the seniors. So that gives you an overview of what has been going on since July 13th. I wanted to give you an update on another favorite project, which is the Liberty Square project. And I had a chance to speak with the one of the developers, and that was Kareem Brentley. And just for your information, the project was authorized in July of 2016, and they had the ribbon cutting in 2017. As of today, there are going to be 11 phases to the project, and it's scheduled to be completed in 2021. The total development will be 1,455 units. To date, they have completed 204 units. They anticipate by November 2020, they will have completed another 192 units of projects. The commercial projects will be coming on at a later date, and the focus for the commercial projects will be on 62nd Street for larger projects, and micro businesses will be located along 15th Avenue. As we move forward, I will ensure that our board is fully vested on all activities that are going on at the Liberty at the Liberty Square housing project. And if you pass by it now, you'll see most of the properties there have been demolished. So I wanted to give you that update. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Now we are at number 7, public comments.
I read the public comment that we had earlier.
Are there any other new comments from the viewing audience that may have an opportunity to electronically transmit them to us? Hearing none. Are there any other business? Opportunity for any other business by board members?
No, just wanted to see if it's possible we could have a moment of silence for Mr. Howell, if that's possible too as well.
Okay. Please, let's take a 10-second moment of silence for the gentleman. Thank you. Hearing any other business? Not hearing any other business. I want to say once again, thank you for the board for participating. Your participation is vital in the furtherance of this organization. It's very imperative that you be involved, and without you, we cannot be in a position to support the trust. Once again, thank you. Have a great month, and we're looking for the opportunity to reconvene again. Once again, thank you again, and have a wonderful day.
I move to
our meeting at 6:27.
Thank you so very much for everyone attending. Thank you, Monique, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you,
Bye, guys.
Daniel. Bye-bye. Thank
Everyone,
you.
Stay safe, please. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you,
All right,
Daniel. It ended at 6:27.